Today I'm in Atlantic City. I'm going to spend one night in one of the cheapest hotels and one of the most expensive. Same city, same boardwalk, totally different experiences. Let's find out if paying more is actually worth it. So first I'm staying at the Tropicana, which doesn't look that great from the outside. Kind of looks like an office building, but looks can be deceiving. Let's go inside. So there's 6 levels to this casino. Trying to get my bearings where I am. Let's find reception, wherever that might be. Seems pretty quiet in here at the minute. So I will do a full tour of the hotel after we check out the room. We hope you enjoy your stay at Tropicana Atlantic City. We have located your reservation. Let's proceed with the check-in. Can't be this easy, surely. So it tells me my current room, and there's upgrades available if I want them. So I just chose the cheapest room, which actually is 2 queens. For an extra $53, I can have a junior suite, all the way up to, oh, look at that, an extra $56 for a Havana premium room. But I'm sticking with the room that I've got. Extended checkout. Standard checkout's 11, but it's nice they offer it though. Sign. Number of keys, 1 key. Credit. Well, at the moment, I don't know whether this is quicker or not, because there wasn't really a queue. There's only 2 people in front of me, and now there's nobody there. But I guess when it's busy. You are checked in room 6019. Preparing room key. And there we go. Done. It tells me where to go. Take escalator up. Make a left approximately 50 feet at the big TV. Make another left. Follow the quarter signs. Wow, look at this. You didn't expect to see this inside. The fake palm trees. 50 feet at the big TV, make a lower left. I take it this is the big TV, right? What is that? Oh, hang on. So yeah, we make a left, 50 feet, follow the quarter signs. Well, this is the quarter. Walk through the shops until, wow, I did not expect it to be so, well, nice in here. By the outside, I thought this was going to be a little bit rubbish. There's fans on the ceiling there. Walk through the shops, stay to the right at the White House. Until we reach the last water fountain. Wow, it reminds me of the Venetian. This place is huge. I didn't realise all this was in here. Look at this. Ah, here we are. Here's the water fountain. And up towards the Havana Tower and parking garage. Well, so far I'm pretty impressed. See, just because you are paying cheap, it doesn't mean you have to stay somewhere rubbish. Although we haven't checked out the room yet. I guess I'm on the 60th floor. Now the lifts have seen better days. Wow, look at the view. Here is my room. Let's turn on some lights. Well, it is January, but I still think I got myself a pretty good deal. I'll tell you the price in a little bit, but first, let's do the tour. It is very cozy in here. 2 queen beds, an alarm clock, a phone, everything you need by the bed. Loads of storage. Let's just have a quick look at the view. You can see over to the other tower. Looks pretty striking at sunset. It's one thing they do have here in Atlantic City. They have loads of parking at these hotels. In fact, sometimes the parking is even bigger than the footprint of some of the hotels. And look at that, we've even got some complimentary coffee as well. That is one tiny coffee machine. Wireless charging for your phone, as well as extra little office desk, fridge, no minibar. I mean, the furniture is a little bit worn, but I mean, for the price, you really can't grumble. However, so many people have said to me, oh, you know, when you complain about the price, you can't grumble. You still want standards to be nice and clean, which, you know, on the face of it, this room is. The carpet looks decent, but what about the beds? Let's do the bed test. Firm, not the softest bed, but it's always good to check what's underneath the sheets. They seem comfy enough, but what about the mattress? Oh, it's a bit dirty, but it does have a mattress encasement on. Box spring doesn't look dirty either. No posh hangers in here. Safe, ironing board. Let's check out the bathroom. Nice and clean, huge mirror. And also a pretty decent shower with an extra little seat at the end. Little black curly hair there as well. So I reckon you could probably get about 4 people in this shower. And I apologise for those few comments that consistently complain that I mention how many people that we can get in the shower. Remember, this is not because I'm a swinger. It's just a general guide to show you, because sometimes the camera doesn't pick it up, just how big the showers are. And I apologise if you're not a big fan of me mentioning how many people in the shower. Oh, and probably my hand on the shower glass as well. Sorry. That's pretty powerful. Got some tissues there, extra cups if we need them. Feels a bit like sandpaper, not the fluffiest towels. Somebody's drawn around that, not quite sure what was there. Is that something to do with the door? I don't know. Looks like there's a bit of damp in here as well. So the casino, hotel, resort is vast, and I know it's the winter, but they do have some pools. Some are inside, some are outside. We'll check those out in the morning because it's getting quite late now, so they might be shut. However, we will check out some food. Let's go grab a bite. Apparently in this hotel they have one of the best restaurants in Atlantic City, so we're going to have to go and check that out. I love the view of Atlantic City from here. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? As the sun is going down. And there it is, Carmine's. We go down those escalators, or we can actually take those stairs down there. They've got an IMAX theatre in here as well. Obviously there's so many places to eat, grab a snack. Alright, you can walk all the way around the top up here then as well. Honestly, when you see this place from the outside compared to the inside, I mean, looks definitely can be deceiving. I thought I'd go for a cocktail to start. A Sardinian lemon drop sounds interesting. Grey Goose vodka, fresh lemon juice, sugar rum. So the menus are up on the wall, or you scan the QR code. It's an Italian restaurant. The portions are big, New York style, and they say it's family friendly family portions, so they're going to be big. They're not exaggerating when they said this is family size. I mean, wow. They've stuck a knife through the middle of it. It is so big and so deep. Wow. Let's go in. Look at it. I don't know whether the camera does it justice or what. Here we go. I'm going to take the middle. It's like a flipping cake. The fact they've given me loads of bread as well. There's no way I'm going to be able to finish this. Let's give this a try. It smells amazing. Packed with flavour. Sounds weird to say, but it feels light. Although I'm only a couple of mouthfuls in, I'm sure this is going to get heavier. Wish me luck. Well, I'm not going to lie. I think I got 50% through it. At least I brought the rest back with me. Although I don't know when I'm going to finish it. Maybe tomorrow for lunch. Nice idea. Honestly, it's probably the best lasagna I think I've ever had. That's the smallest portion they do, and all the portions, even the desserts, are huge. I was going to show you around the hotel a little bit more, but I can't move, and I'm trying to breathe in as much as I can. I'm going to lay down, probably go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning for a bit of a walk around. I'll show you the pool, and of course, if I have room for it, breakfast. Good morning. Slept pretty good last night. Still not that hungry really for breakfast, but I hear there is a restaurant here at the Tropicana which apparently is amazing and I've got to try it out. It's called Hash Hash A Go Go. So let's go and try and find it and grab some, maybe breakfast. Oh, just quickly before we go to breakfast, I just want to say a big thanks for today's video sponsor, Saily. So since landing in Philadelphia and visiting these different hotels in Atlantic City, I can't always get the Wi-Fi, and sometimes that's hit or miss, to be honest. So before this trip, I installed Saily, which is an eSIM app from the creators of NordVPN. And it means I've got mobile data all the time for using maps, social media, without having to rely on hotel Wi-Fi or paying crazy roaming charges. As always, let me show you. This is the Saily app. You just choose a data plan for the country you're in, install it once, and that is it. No physical SIM cards. It just works in the background while you travel. I'll be using it on this trip, especially when I'm moving between hotels later on. Well, if you're traveling soon, you can get an exclusive 15% off Saily data plans. Just head to saily.com/Tim and don't forget to use the code word Tim at checkout. As always, I'll put the link in the description and pin it right down below. So remember, that's saily.com/Tim. A massive thanks again to Saily for sponsoring today's video and really helping me out. Look at that tractor. That's a classic. Look at that. Wow. Let's be honest, I'm still full after last night. But Hash House signature drinks. Look at the Bloody Marys they do. Wow. And also, they do something called a campfire s'mores mocha. I know it's early, but I've got to try that. Just look at the menu. I mean, I really don't know what to do for breakfast. I mean, some of the portion sizes are huge. I mean, look at that waffle stack.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thanks. Can I go for a campfire s'mores mocha, please?
Sure.
I'm gonna go for the s'mores mocha, but I physically can't eat anything else. That'll probably fill me up. That'll keep me going until noon. Imagine ordering this and then a full breakfast as well. I mean, this in itself is like a breakfast. Wow. Smells amazing. They actually burn the top. That is so sweet. Got that chocolate all in my mouth. That smells amazing. That tastes amazing. That is a dessert all in itself. So if you're up for snacks, the marketplace looks like a pretty good deal. Wow. Cool, you can put some weight on here, I tell you. Wow, for the size of the hotel, the indoor pool is pretty naff. I'm not gonna lie. But what's the point when you've got a huge beach out there and sea? I'm really impressed with the hotel. It just goes to show that looks can be deceiving. When you look at the hotel from the front, the back, it looks pretty grim. The side of the hotel looks really dirty. However, as soon as you step inside this place, you're like, is this the same building that I was looking at outside? It's pretty amazing. The only thing I could say that does kind of match the front and the outside of the building is the lifts. I don't know why, but they're really dirty. In fact, I found a sock in one of them. Eating dinner last night at Carmine's was definitely a highlight. I'd heard about this place, so I had to go and try that lasagna. I've still got some left. Maybe I'll try and eat that for lunch. The room was clean, the bathroom was clean. All right, the carpets around the edges looked a little bit grim and dirty, but apart from that, you can't complain when I tell you the price. Resort fees came to $34.99. There was taxes added on, I think it was $9 something. Anyway, so the grand total with a few savings which were added on, I don't know, because of the time of year, came to $82.30. The inside pool wasn't the biggest. Bearing in mind though, you know, people probably use that 6 months of the year, if not a little bit longer. The outside pool was closed, so I couldn't show you that. I love the tropical theming of the hotel as you're walking around, and especially like when you're walking around during the day and at night, no matter what the weather's doing outside, you've got that beautiful blue sky, and it did feel like you were on holiday, like a vacation. It was great. So what will your money really get you here in Atlantic City? Right at the end of the boardwalk is the Ocean Hotel and Casino. I've checked myself in for one night. Let's go check it out. The great thing about the hotel is the parking. It's huge. It will cost you $15 overnight. That's in January. I'm sure that probably goes up in the summer. Let's head in. Wow, that's what you call a lobby. So let's head up to reception. And onto the next escalator. It's quite the atrium. The casino takes up the, was it 2-3 floors? So I have already checked in. I've got my room key. We'll head straight to my room. Yes, thank you. So they're all split up into which floor you need to go to. We're on the 17th floor, so that's up this way. I mean, this is just for the elevators. I mean, look at that. Wow. I've seen a couple of these signs. What's this about? Testing between 3 AM and 7 AM.
Going up.
Floor 17. Normally with these kind of hotels, the lifts go up pretty quick, but this is quite slow actually. Floor 17, here we go.
Going down.
Look at the view. And as always, my room is right at the end. I'm in 1702 and it promises to have an incredible view. You can see just there, we can see the sea. So let's have a look. Wow. What an incredible view I have. And this time of day when the sun's coming in, this looks really nice. Now, if you've seen the cheap versus expensive series before, you know that the expensive hotels are normally quite pricey. This is going to surprise you. I will come to the price at the end. But what do I get for my money? I hear you cry. Actually, quite a lot. Let's go and have a look around. First of all, let's just take in the incredible view. I mean, this is like an apartment rather than a hotel. There's a dining table here if I want to order room service. And my little wet bar stroke mini bar is lacking something, you may notice, and that's, well, a mini bar. Fridge is working, but there's nothing inside. There is a coffee machine. I have got plenty of coffee pods, and just by here we've got an extra toilet. Nice how these are laid out, look, the flannels, box of tissues. What's all that? What's that? Now obviously if you look a little bit closer, you will see there is stains on the wall and the floor. I don't think it's been, well, brushed in a while. I mean, look, there's loads of, I mean, that's gross. There's loads of hair. And to be honest, I didn't look at the floor until I saw that. And then I just glanced down and saw a few stains, and then yeah, I'd see the hair on the floor there and the hair there. That's, it's not very nice. Let's hope they have hoovered the carpet. But look at this living room. This is really nice. I mean, wow. Yes, there are a few stains on the couch, but this is a really nice space. The views that you have, like looking over out into the Atlantic and just looking over the rest of Atlantic City, you can see the pier from here. It is quite the view. I mean, you can see just down there's like 3 outside pools that are steaming, so not sure whether they're open or not. Of course, I'll check out the rest of the hotel in a little bit. This is a really nice area if you want to come and read a book on these nice squishy chairs. So you'll notice that when I came up the elevators, there was a sign there saying about a mandatory test or a generator test that's going to be happening tomorrow morning. I also got this when I checked in. Now, okay, they need to do a test on a few things, which is fine. It's between the hours of 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. During this time, there may be a temporary disruption to our guest elevators, along with water and electric. Most people will probably be in bed, unless you're a party animal. I guess the thing here that slightly concerns me is that it says here, additionally, the fire alarm system may be activated and tested between 3 and 7 in the morning when you're likely to be asleep. They wouldn't do that, would they? Would they? I guess we'll find out. I hope not, because if you're asleep and the fire alarm goes off in the middle of the night, that will absolutely, well, wouldn't it, really? We apologise for any inconveniences you might experience due to this required testing. I'm only here for one night. You couldn't make it up. Just checking out the carpet, I mean, it looks all right to me. And that TV, that is huge. Let me show you the bedroom. This is very nice. It does, of course, feel like you're in a condo. This is just such a nice space. Again, another huge TV. There's a dressing room table, charging there. I'm really surprised though, there's no mini bar in here. I'll show you the bathroom in a second. A little bit of a chaise lounge going on. The radio alarm clock looks a little bit grubby. There's the wardrobe with an iron. A few hangers, the safe. No slippers. So on some of my videos, some people complain that I do the bed test, and I should really do the bed test after I've slept in it. I guess I should call it a bed firm test, because I can't do the bed test until I've actually slept in it. All right, well, I'll let you know how I sleep in the morning. First though, let's check out the mattress. And I did, which does come with a mattress encasement, so I can't check out the mattress, but it's good that they've got one. Okay, let me show you the bathroom though, because this is impressive. First up though, look at that on the walls. That is really nice. 2 big sinks, mirror either side, but just check the shower out because this is ridiculous. Look at this. This is, again, pretty big, but the shower head is pretty small for the size of the shower. The soap tray doesn't look that clean. Well, definitely you can get about 6 people with, I would say, 2 people sitting here. It's funny actually, because the shower's so far away, sitting here you're not gonna get any benefit from, so it begs the question, why is this here? Maybe that shower head might get you a little bit, but yeah, I guess this is just, if the shower's taking it out of you a little bit and you need to sit down. But out of the shower and into the bath. Make sure you take your shoes off, even though I am the person that's going to use the bath. Nice and deep. Loving all the marble in the room though, it's really nice. The thing is with the marble, you slip everywhere. So that's why I do need to have my shoes on. Branding is on point with the robe. No slippers from what I can see. Now I have noticed one thing since I've been in the room. I just tried to wash my hands because just touching the bath, my hands got quite dirty. Waiting for the water to heat up is taking a while. At the moment it's only lukewarm, so maybe that's because of how high we are. I've had this on a good 2 minutes now, and it is just starting to get very warm. Like, I'd be disappointed with a bath with this kind of water. Maybe you just need to give it a long time. Well, I was running it for about 3 minutes, but maybe you need to run it even longer because I do like a bath nice and hot. That's actually a nice toilet. Okay, so the sun is going down quick. I might leave the pool until the morning, but let's check out the rest of the hotel and grab some food. Right, so let's go downstairs, check out the casino, the restaurants, and the bars. I do expect it to be fairly quiet because it's January, it's midweek. Let's see what's open. Little courtyard out here. Wow, check out this courtyard. This fire pit. Wow, that is nice. I think they've got another fire pit as well in this hotel. Branding's on point, right? This is called The Park. This time of year you don't want to be out here too long. But it's nice out here in the summer. There's even more fire pits up here. I love these fire pits though. Really nice touch. I wonder if there's anywhere I can get marshmallows and probably toast them by the fire as well. It's freezing out here and I haven't got a coat on. Let's head back downstairs. So it's midweek, it's January, it's going to be quiet, but how quiet are the bars and the casino going to be? It's about 8 o'clock and it's fairly busy. Don't think the nightclub's open. This is quite cool that you can walk around up here because you get a great view of the casino from here. Wow, full 180 view of the casino up here. You don't get many casinos that have views like that, so that's pretty cool. Is the balcony bar open? Up here, Ovation Hall. This is just the conference area up here then, I think. There's probably nothing in there though, is there? If we can. Looks like there's lights on. locked. It's one thing this casino has a lot of, and that's escalators. So this would be busier at weekends. But if I wanted a quick bite, I could eat in here, but we're going to go and check out a restaurant that apparently is supposed to be quite good. There's a steak restaurant and an Italian restaurant, which is just over the other side. Let's go check it out. You get noodles in here and pizza, burgers. Look at that. That looks cool. Nobody in here tonight, no? Pretty quiet. At least it's open though. Look at this old retro photo booth. $8. Prices have certainly gone up since I used to use one of these. Love this. Look at that. Now I've only seen a few sports books and those have been in Vegas, but this one's really cool. And I thought I'd get a quick drink before dinner. Whiskey sour. Well, that's good. The gambling doesn't stop, even at the bar. So this is the retail space. There's a lot of these that aren't occupied at the moment. This is really nice though. It's like you're walking into a rainforest. I was hoping to go into Ocean Steak, but unfortunately it was closed, so I popped into Linguini by the Sea and had some pasta. Good morning, and just waking up to that sunshine. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. And I was up really early this morning because of jet lag and the sunrise, and just before the sun came up, that sky looked absolutely gorgeous. So did the fire alarm go off at 3 a.m? Yes. Did it wake me up? I'm a very light sleeper. I could hear it in the distance. It wasn't that loud, but all the electric went out. So the safe made a funny noise and the alarm clock started beeping and flashing. So I soon went back to sleep. It wasn't too much of a problem. I feel sorry for the people further down the corridor where the fire alarm probably was maybe outside their door. Anyway, the pool has just opened. We're gonna go and check that out and also take a look at breakfast. Come on.
Going down. Pool and spa. Going up.
Let's go through here, do I? Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you. It's quite nice. Look at the view. See, even in the winter you can come and enjoy the pool outside because it is heated. Outside pools this time of year though are still closed. Well, as it's a nice morning, I thought I'd go for a walk along the boardwalk and towards the steel pier. If you're not familiar with Atlantic City, maybe if you're watching this from the UK, this really does give me Blackpool vibes. Especially this view of the pier and the big wheel. It's almost like you're looking at Central Pier. The only difference is the water here is a lot nicer, the Atlantic rather than the Irish Sea. Being January, it's very quiet. Just walking past the showboat. Love this classic old hotel. No casino in this one, but there is a huge water park. Indoor water park. When you come into Atlantic City, a lot of the hotels that you see look really old compared to Ocean, for example. They've been here for a long time. And I think that's why it gets a little bit of a bad rap sometimes, because a lot of people think that it's down on its luck, it's not what it used to be. Unfortunately, that's the case for a lot of seaside locations, not only in the US but in the UK as well. I don't think the pier is open, being winter, but we'll have just a walk further up here. Do let me know in the comments if you think Atlantic City is not what it used to be. Of course, we've got to go and check out the beach. It's about 7 degrees. There's still a little bit of snow on the ground from the last few days. No Coast Guard, but the police are on the beach. Got to have a quick look under the pier. Well, bearing in mind it's January. Hello. It's just a squirrel that's decided to just come and say hello. Hello. The best thing about this hotel is the view that you get from the majority of the rooms and the suites in here. And considering this is January, this is the price that I paid for one night. That doesn't include a resort fee of $42. I thought the pool was pretty good. There were some other like plunge pools, outside pools that weren't open because it's winter. But the fact that it's heated, that you could go outside in the winter, I thought was pretty good. The casino area was vast, it was nice, it was clean. The food that I experienced at the hotel, breakfast this morning was okay. The Italian that I had last night was nothing special. The suite was generally clean, apart from those few areas where I showed you with the hair and stuff like that. I did seem to have a few problems with the hot water. It did take a long time for it to get hot. Once it did get hot, it was all right. It wasn't the hottest shower I've ever had. Is it worth the price in January? And what did you think of the cheap hotel? Was it a good comparison, or would you stay somewhere different? Do let me know in the comments. Please give the video a thumbs up. If you like the cheap versus expensive series, don't forget to check out my cheap versus expensive stay in New York, which is just here. Please give the video a thumbs up. Do drop a comment below. Make sure you hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.